or when distracted by the next big thing, the latest management trend, or the latest key buzzword. Economic conditions will continue to force the issue of strong project portfolio management. Use of portfolio management increased 5% from the previous Pulse survey in 2011. Of high-performing organizations, 72% use project portfolio management versus only half of the organizations in lower performing category. Providing big picture visibility to executives is the most important aspect of portfolio management, followed by financial and budget management. So portfolio is all about balance. Portfolio management is about balance and keeping things even. Balancing risk. Take on higher risk, lower reward projects when the portfolio is weighted with lower risk, more sure thing projects. Balance strategic competencies. Advance the organization by pushing into new areas of expertise when the portfolio is weighted with projects that call on core capabilities of your organization, and you can leverage available resources. Balance teams. Ensure that project managers and their teams have all the necessary skills, that individuals are being given the right opportunities to develop professionally. And balancing the known with the unexpected. Ensure that things you can control and manage adhere to project management best practices. You are better prepared to deal with the unexpected, and your better performance in the portfolio management area. So the hallmarks of effective portfolio management are not strange to most project managers. A lot of these characteristics we preach about all the time. Senior management receptivity and buy-in, competent portfolio governance, standard metrics and criteria, having a mature PMO, standardization of processes, activities, and deliverables. We're seeing the recognition of the value of portfolio management around the world. The Major Projects Authority in the UK government's Cabinet Office is an example of government changing its emphasis and understanding of how projects and programs are run within their sphere of influence. The Major Project Authority represents a sea change in the oversight of the UK central government's major projects at both an individual and a portfolio level, and aims to address the findings in the assurance of high-risk projects. And for the major projects review undertaken, it's a new collaboration between the Cabinet Office, the Treasury Department, and other departments with fundamental aim to significantly improve the delivery success rate of major projects across central government. In the UK, in the EU, there's also a recognition of the necessity to align major programs in a portfolio manner. The EU's plan of Growth 2020 is a major activity to align the European Union's economies with the management and execution of major projects and programs. An example of how portfolio management is important to a major organization is that a major refining company, oil production company in the United States, was providing, or was required to provide, a new product that had environmental additives during the winter months to improve the combustion of gasoline in automotive, in cars, and other vehicles. They had the necessity at the same time to increase the production of a major refining facility through the installation, generation, cracking process. This cracking process was intended, the major outcome, to provide the new product, but then also improve the throughput of the refinery by 25%. $150 million project was in to install the new cracking system in the refinery. The project was brought in on time, 10% under budget, and specifically within the scope. The project was unsuccessful because of poor portfolio management. The organization did not manage the priorities in the portfolio appropriately. The high capacity that the cracker provided was not able to be realized because the downstream processes and equipment was incapable of handling the larger volumes. So the at the input of the new process in the middle of the refining process neglected the need to provide the downstream products incapable to equipment. Another area where we need to value portfolio management with an organization like Siemens. Siemens has taken the approach to align. I have that I've lost connection with the server. Can everybody still hear me? Lost connection with the server. It's a moderator. Okay. Hello, I'm back online. Okay, I apologize everyone for that. We're back online. So portfolio managers report that on the average 56% of their projects in their organizations successfully meet or exceed the forecasted return on investment for a project. Analysis of the data shows that there are a number of practices that organizations are implementing which increase the likelihood of reaching anticipated ROI. The use of formal tools, standardization of portfolio management, focus on achieving strategic goals, senior management buy-in and support and comprehension of project portfolio management, and the reporting structure, reporting through organizationally rather than functionally, provide for increased success. In this graph, the dark blue indicates the higher performing organizations' performance, and the lighter blue indicates the lower performing organizations' performance. As you can see, there's a significant difference. So organizations that use portfolio management practices across the enterprise, including those activities typically performed by PMOs, perform better than those without. Just having a PMO isn't enough to generate such return, but it's a start. Is your PMO doing the things that it will need to help drive results? Our second trend is the desire for organizational agility will also lead to increased use of iterative or incremental project management methods such as Agile and Extreme. While this data point refers specifically to the use of project management methodologies, based on what we see in other business research and our conversations with organizations and governments around the world, we should look at organizational agility in a couple of ways. One is to focus on organizations that are adept at implementing agile or iterative practices, and that's important, as you can see from the Pulse of the Profession survey. We also see this in the article topics our members request and research results on PMI.org. Another way to look at organizational agility is in terms of the organization's ability to be flexible and nimble, as identified in the 2011 IBM CEO survey. Better performers manage complexity on the behalf of their organization's customer and partners. They do so by simplifying operations and products and increasing dexterity to change the way they work, access resources, and enter markets. CEOs are revamping their operations to stay ready to act when opportunities or challenges arise. They simplify and sometimes mask complexity that is within their control and help customers do the same. Flexible cost structures and partnering capabilities allow them to rapidly scale up or down. 40% of high-performing organizations use agile methodologies. We're also seeing an increase in the number of requests for agile articles in our PM network. And Skillsoft, the large training organization, reported that agile was the sixth most popular business-related search expression in 2011. PMI's research on successful government programs reflects the importance of organizational agility as well. When we evaluated 40 successful programs in the U.S. government and asked what made their programs successful, the major factors were a culture of communication, organizational agility, superior stakeholder management, and active executive support. Clearly, these factors are interdependent, and it is the chemistry between the factors that really fosters success. In this graph, the size of the font indicates how often this specific characteristic came up in the 40 successful programs we studied. What we found is there were in real fact some very concrete, tangible best practices at the foundation of the identified success factors. The successful programs start with a firm grounding in the fundamentals, experienced and well-trained program management practitioners, standardized program management practices, and the tools to support both. But they also have better communicators, more agility, more collaboration, and more engagement. It's the combination of all these elements that led to their success. So in essence, it's a combination of the basics in project and program management that leads to success in these 40 government programs. The key is this: what is true for successful programs is true for successful projects and program managers. They need excellence in both the tangible technical practices and the intangible leadership abilities as well. The ability to be agile or nimble requires a strong grounding in project portfolio management basics. Use of standardized practices as a foundation, so you're not wasting time getting everyone up to speed on the easy stuff. Trained and certified staff, and understanding and the need to support and manage a successful project and how to speak in the same language. And active support by sponsors and stakeholders are the keys to success. All of these back-to-basics aspects help organizations deliver better business performance. The next trend is that organizations continue to strive for agility. Change management and risk management will become even more important. More than 70% of respondents always or often use change and risk management to manage their programs. This correlates to higher project success rates and less dollars placed at risk in each project. The Pulse data shows that a third of organizations identified managing change effectively as a key to successful project outcomes. Organizations striving for agility are also recognizing the need for better change management. Both change management and risk management are used by an overwhelming percentage of high-performing companies. In addition, we're seeing the importance of change and risk as we look at the most popular PDU courses for PMPs in recertifying on their triennial basis. 3 of the most popular courses relate to managing risk or managing change. In addition, we're seeing partnerships between organizations such as Booz Allen Hamilton and Georgetown University in teaching the aspects of change in organizations. The Georgetown University's McDonough School of Business and Booz Allen Hamilton today create a customized partnership by combining Georgetown University's scholastic and theoretical intelligence with Booz Allen Hamilton's practical and foundational experience. This program creates a network of change management black belts. These certified practitioners will be armed with new and innovative change management tools designed to address the evolving needs of organizations. Organizations that use change and risk management practices across the enterprise perform better than organizations that do not. The third trend is talent development. Organizations will renew their focus on talent development as they look to grow and gain competitive advantage in new markets. Top critical success factors for PMO managers is the skills their project and program managers possess. 70% of organizations now have career path for those engaged in project or program management. The classic triple constraints will always be an important part of project management, but the more important project and program management are to an organization's portfolio, the more it also needs a balance in its top performers' portfolio of skills. Next generation project managers need a balanced technical skill, leadership, competency, and strategic management insight. So traditionally, the project manager concentrated on time, cost, and scope, and creating the capabilities to perform well within those 3 areas. The next generation project manager will require technical skills, leadership skills, and strategic management, or what we call business acumen. We previously talked about the Cabinet Office's Major Project Authority. And what the Major Project Authority has created is the Project Leadership Academy at Oxford University's said School of Business. And the curriculum is designed for senior program managers and senior responsible officers within the UK government managing the major projects. The curriculum is a 18-month-long program that deals with 50% project leadership, 25% technical understanding, and 25% commercial capability or business acumen. In addition, IBM has created a new title called Delivery Partner. The rationale behind creating this role is twofold. IBM's recognition that a broader skill set was required to manage the largest and most complex projects. The skill set is centered around complex program management and includes not only program management competency, but leadership competencies such as managing stakeholder relationships, negotiation, and organizational change management. And the second reason was to provide recognition for the importance of delivery professionals and to provide a visible and attainable career progression in project delivery to senior level management positions inside the company. It's not surprising that the CEOs in the PricewaterhouseCoopers study identified talent as their top priority. Because it's so important, I think we're going to have to start looking at talent a bit differently than we have before. Perhaps to identify the next generation of project managers who will help us successfully address these and other business imperatives. Talent is also among the 5 highest practices that are the most important in the project management practices for organizations. So you can see that some of the organizations in the room have already noticed that and acted on the talent management trend. And we believe that other organizations, both large and small, will see the bottom line benefit of formalizing their talent management practices. The last trend is benefits realization. Despite economic conditions, organizations will continue to increase their focus on benefits realization success metrics. The Standard for Portfolio Management survey showed value capture and strategic management were the top 2 areas of interest among portfolio managers. Another trend we're seeing is that when organizations don't do what they know they should, they have a difficult time in realizing the benefits of projects. In 2010, KPMG conducted a survey of New Zealand's program and project management. The survey was done across all industry sectors, including consumer products, education, manufacturing, IT, and government. Here you see that the survey is bad news, although I should emphasize that similar results turn up amongst almost every other survey in every other country. So what is the indication here? The indication is that organizations understand what they have to do to be successful, but at times they struggle in applying and realizing those benefits. So what does that mean? It means that we insist on focusing on improving performance by focusing on the fundamentals. We all know what to do, but we have to concentrate on being disciplined about going back to the basics. I'm on